casually talking about his popped shoulder. All right, speaking of injuries, music to any USMNT fans. A forward recovering from injury. That's the case with Daryl Dike, who's back from his second torn Achilles tendon. Played his first game in over a year for West Bromwich Albion in the 1-1 draw at Millwall this weekend. Dike's injury came in February of last year during a match against Ipswich. This is something you always want to see.
Yeah, especially for a guy like Daryl Dike, who's just been such a good guy in the sport. Those who have followed him in Major League Soccer and his brief time with the U.S. men's national team, he's a guy you want to root for, and he's gone on some string of just crazy goal-scoring streaks in the championship, but also a string of just crazy injuries. You know, it's the second time he's done his Achilles, he's done his hamstring. It seems like when you get him on the pitch and he's fit, he always produces for you. But then he has these moments, 370 days from the last time he was able to appear for him. I think it was like February 12th, the day he actually injured himself. And here we are in February again of the next year, and he's coming back to play. It speaks to his character, his determination, and just still be out there. And sometimes I think we forget. We're a little hard on these athletes. We forget they're human, and we forget he's young. He's 24 years old. He was born in the year 2000. Like, this kid is a baby, and he's actually like a man-child. But when you think about what's going on right now with the U.S. men's national team in that 9 depth chart, this is great news. This is a player that has got characteristics, intangibles that you don't teach. He's got size, he's got strength, he's got goal-scoring ability. Sure, he's raw in a few places, but right now, we were talking last week about Damian Downs, Bundesliga 2. Maybe give him a look if you're Mauricio Pochettino. You've got Josh Sargent, who's the only healthy 9 right now. You've got Haji Wright, who just started training again. You've got Fowler and Balogun separated shoulder. You've got Ricardo Pepi, knee surgery, out indefinitely for the season. It's just bad news after bad news after bad news if you're a U.S. men's national team fan when it comes to the forward position. This is finally some good news. Now, it doesn't mean he's going to go in there and make the position his own, but this is what you want. The best countries in the world have a healthy pool of players competing, and that competition makes each one better. Now, I have a situation where you've got a player who can realistically, turn some heads to a new coach like Mauricio Pochettino.
So for you, is this enough time for him to be called up for Poche?
You don't get called up just because you're a warm body. You get called up because you've done something. And it's 13 minutes. It's good to see his feet. It's good to see him out there, get his feet wet, feel like his old self. But I can tell you from injury, oftentimes getting back is the easy part. It's feeling like yourself that's the difficult part. And I think these are the moments that Daryl Dike is going to come across in this new journey he's on. Because there's going to be moments where it's in the back of his head. This is how I did it the first time. This is how it happened the second time. Will my body respond? So there's going to be a little bit of hesitation. It's got to be second nature. You go into a tackle, you go into a race, you go into something, not thinking about it. Because the moment you think about it, you're back where you started. So if you're Daryl Dike, his journey is just keep getting healthy, keep getting stronger, keep getting more playing time. And that will come because of just how different he is than most of the players in that player pool. He's got the size of a Brandon Vasquez and the strength of a Brandon Vasquez, but he runs like a Fowler and Balogun, and he's got things you can't teach. So if you can get him back on track, that's a good thing for the U.S. men's national team, even if it's just pushing number 4, 5, 3, and so on ahead of him.
I mean, the mental resilience it takes to come back from 2 separate occasions of a torn Achilles, which I've heard you have to practically learn how to walk again.
Yeah.
It's a lot for Daryl Dike. So that's good news for him that at least he can be back again.
Absolutely. Great news, and great news for the U.S. men's national team and a lot of fans that, support Daryl Dike and what he's been trying to do.
Yeah.